Ho, ho, ho. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, Chavi, we did it. We got rid of Gus. We've already eliminated Achilles. Tenard is a no-show. Jake is the last little remnants of trying to hang on to the show here.
Last man standing.
Last young man standing. It's an old man's game, bro. Jake, you better come strong today, dealing with a couple of seasoned veterans.
First show that the guys that don't have beards are the majority.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That is... Okay, I'm not a fan of that at all. That's not cool.
Making Lemon City history here. I like it.
Actually, yeah, it's probably been quite a long time since that's happened, to be honest with you. Anyway, we got a great show today, guys. This is the Evening Juice with LemonCityLive, season... What are we on? Season 9. Ninth year of doing this, bro. Unbelievable. This is the 9th season, episode 2. Getting ready to... have a great show tonight. Have a good time. We had a great Vice City FC yesterday. We had some great guests. Big thank you again to those guys who joined us. But today is strictly football, the American kind, okay? Nothing but football. Unless you guys want to talk about some other stuff, I might have some little, tidbits here. But there's nothing on the horizon. This is playoff football. This is playoff atmosphere. Our Dolphins got eliminated. There's plenty to talk about, so let's have some fun. Let's have a good show. Big thank you to the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube network for being our streaming partner today. If you're watching there, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button on them, as well as Lemon City Live. And if you're listening on the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcast, wherever it is that you're listening to us on, man, be sure to hit the subscribe, like, and give us a little share. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your brother, sister, tell all your friends. But without further ado, let's roll into it, man. We're joined today by Jake Gibson, who is one of the hosts of the Pause Up podcast, another podcast that we have here on the Lemon City Podcast Network, where it's all FIU. Jake, welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
It's my pleasure, man. Just happy to talk a bit of NFL football. Just the season's just about over. It just takes so long for football season to get here, and then snap of a finger. We're just about to hit the divisional round.
Yeah, man. But the good thing about football is that it's never really there's no off season, because the off season is the hottest season, So there's plenty to look forward to and still. But we're gonna talk about what happened. But let's get started like we always do with a little who had the juice this weekend and who was the big weekend phony. Who wants to go first, or do you guys want me to start? I don't know. I know you guys kind of might have been brought up a little late to this. So I'll go first. I'm gonna start with my biggest phony of the weekend. I think it's gonna be a universal choice. I think all of us are probably gonna have this. If not, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss out. But I still call them San Diego Chargers. I'm not used to this whole LA Chargers, but blowing a 27-point lead, second biggest playoff comeback. The fact that you're in the same category as Matt Ryan and the Falcons now, like when they're making fun of you and putting you in the same light, that's as phony as it gets. Chargers blowing a big lead. I've been saying it all season, man. God, you know what? Damn, we got to go back to the archives, Chavi. We got to go back to it, because I said sell all the Chargers stock you have. I said that at the beginning of the season. Sell hard on the Chargers. I need to go back, because I got to give myself props there, because I've been calling it all season. Chargers, phonies. Herbert, phony. No chance. I mean, I don't know. That team, they got weapons. They got some players. They got some nice things there. But 27-point lead, man, it's harder to blow that than it is to, like, it's impossible. Like, I don't know how they did that into a Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean,
Sunshine came back.
Came back.
I still think their coach Brandon Staley is on some borrowed time. I don't think he can stay as the coach of this Chargers team. You have one of the most sought after quarterbacks in the NFL that I'm sure any coach in the NFL would love to start coaching in Justin Herbert, right? And to see that, to see the way their offense struggled in the second half, It's just they didn't look like they were a playoff team. They didn't look ready.
Yeah, and we'll break down what happened a little bit, but you know what? As much as we want to blame Staley for it, like, hey, it's Joey Bosa or whatever is which Bosa is on the Chargers? I forget which one. Joey. Is he, is that the coach out there slamming his helmet and getting mad about calls or lining up offsides? At the end of the day, it's the players on the field that also got to do their part. I know it's easier to get rid of the coach, but anyway, we'll dive into it a little more here in a second. Here, who wants to go next with their phony?
I'll go next. I'll say that my phony is the kicker of the Dallas Cowboys, Brett Maher. Missing 4 extra. I know it was a blowout when Dallas looked good. Dak looked surprisingly good, right? Yeah. I'm not a big believer in Dak and the Cowboys, but they look good on national TV. But their kicker, man, Brett Maher, missing 4 extra points in a row.
Yeah,
pretty much putting his job in jeopardy. And if you saw earlier today, they actually signed another kicker to their practice squad just in case.
Bad times there.
Who knows? The whole game plan for Dallas going forward in their game with San Francisco, maybe they don't want to rely on this kicker anymore. And if they score touchdowns against the Niners, they're all just going to strictly go for 2.
All 2-point conversions. I did see that. I'm not a gambling guy per se with money lines and stuff like that, but I heard that the under, because this guy missed the 4 extra points, the under hit. So if had he made what you would expect to make the 4 extra points, then it would have, they would have hit on the over. So that's a big swing when it comes to payouts. There's a lot of happy guys that were like, hey, I'll take the Cowboys game on the under there. And then they were pleasantly surprised when the dude missed the 4 field goals. So they're not complaining.
Dallas was very fortunate that they were playing Tampa and not playing San Francisco with Maher missing those 4 extra points, because they wouldn't have been as lucky.
Oh, for sure.
That needs to be investigated.
Tavi, give me, what do you got?
Well, we're going to stick with the Dallas game, and I'm going to go with my boy Tom Brady. I mean, it's about time. It's about damn time that about damn time that he's a phony. I mean, he's the goal. He's the clutch. He's got the rings.
Hold on a second. First of all, give it to you. I know that's what you're trying to do here, but you're really gonna you're calling Brady a phony. Impressive.
When you're the goal.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you the floor, bro. I'm gonna give you the floor. I want to hear this.
When you're the goal, the expectations are up here, and then when you let a guy like Dak show out like that and look great, I mean, he has no control of that. The defense has to stop that. I understand, but Dak looked like the best quarterback on the field that game, and you're the GOAT. I understand the divorce. I understand so many things. I understand that you're really thinking about coming to Miami and taking Tua's job, all those things. But at that moment in that game, he was a phony. It was a phony.
That's okay. Wow. I'm honestly surprised. I didn't think you'd go after him. I thought throwing 66 passes, he really put it all out there. He scored a couple touchdowns. I mean, he was the only thing going for that team. That team.
He actually had more yards than Dak too. 351
it just wasn't enough.
305.
Damn, all right.
It's just like when our boy quickly LeBron scores 48 and then the Heat lose the championship. Well, everybody went after him. He did what he did, but he's still the greatest. So if you didn't win it, you're a phony.
Yeah, but all right. So you're comparing those Heat teams to an 8-9 team who's now 8-10. Tampa Bay Buccaneers team here. Like,
he's the greatest of all time. When you're the GOAT, you're the GOAT.
All right, I'll give you a point. You're sticking to your convictions and your Brady hatred. I like it. I respect that.
I'll hate him until he comes. If he comes to Miami and wins the Super Bowl, then I'll love him.
For sure. I figure Gus would probably have the same phony. All right, let me hit you with the with my juice. I gotta give juice, and it's a very minimal juice, very, very minimal, because there's a lot of other worthy teams out there and maybe other worthy players and maybe a better choice for it. But as somebody who picks on this team all the time and enjoys it, I gotta stop for 1 second, give you a little bit of juice, but you're gonna blow it this week. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of juice. Cowboys, you had a good game. I can't talk bad about you. You beat
about damn time.
You like you said, DB is the GOAT, right?
The GOAT.
When we made our picks, which I had right here last week, when I had the picks here last week, we all picked Tampa Bay without even blinking. Like, we're like, all right, it's the Cowboys. They're perennial phonies, and it's Tom Brady. We're never going to pick against Brady. And they did what very few people have done. They stopped Brady. They did it, So Got to give a little props to them. But again, for the same reasons that I defended Brady for your phony pick, I can't give them too much juice. This is an 8-9 team. This is a bad team. This is a bad Buccaneers team all season long. I think they started off 2-0, and then they finished the rest of the season with what is it? So 9 or what's the number here? 6-9. Like, come on, man. That's not a good team at all, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kevin's talking. He says he took the Jags as an underdog, made some cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about that.
And Kevin, by the way, man, that YouTube picture of him is so good, bro. Look at that.
Damn.
That band picture there,
Dapper
looking
hell,
sharp. Dude. Yeah, dapper right there. His phony is Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel, who needs to learn how to manage a clock. Yeah.
But who's the phony? Because he says, who's the phony there? Because he says that they told him it was a first down on the call, and then it wasn't, and he had to change it. Blah blah blah. Who's the phony there?
In that case, he's still the phony because as
coach, ready.
As coach, one, you should have been ready. If there was misinformation,
the personnel is different.
That's fine. But if there was misinformation and you did get the wrong information, when they ask you about it, you don't say that. You just say, "Hey, look, you don't put because he says, oh, like if you listen to the audio from that thing,
take it on
yeah, he's like, yeah, I got some bad information. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah, but this, but that, and it's like, no, bro, you just go in there. Look, man, we had some wrong information. Unfortunately, it was on us because also it wasn't just that one play on the first down at the end.
The whole game.
It was the whole game. So like I got some concerns about
a little kink in his armor by doing that.
I got some concerns.
A rookie coach made a rookie mistake at the worst possible time, being a playoff game.
Several times. Yeah. All right, who's juice next?
I'll go. My juice is it's Trevor Lawrence. You throw 4 picks and you throw 4 picks. And then you don't let up. It would be so easy to be like, damn, I threw 4 picks. We're done. We're finished. We're kaput. But nah, he straightened up. He threw for 288 yards, 4 touchdowns,
4 tutties,
and completed the majority of his passes. You have to give it to the man. And now Trevor Lawrence can say that he's won playoff games over some of the other highly sought after quarterbacks in the league, like Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, and I hate to say it, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
He had a better hair day than Justin.
Solid. All right.
Running
solid
on and off the field with that hair.
What do you got, Chavi?
I'm gonna give you another one that you're not gonna see coming.
Oh,
Hold
on. Then if you're gonna give me something that proper. Give it to me.
My juice is, and it was an losing effort, Skylar Thompson.
Oh, get out of here.
Get
out of here.
And I'll tell you why.
Get out of here.
And I'll tell you why.
Unbelievable.
We went into that game thinking we're going to get creamed. And somehow.
What was the line for that game? It was like
14, I believe, at
14.
This guy who should never been started, who we don't even know if it's going to be able to, stay. I think he's better than the second quarterback than Teddy.
Teddy's maybe, but we're not talking about.
But the point is the Dolphins in playoffs and in games and they always go and lay an egg and they crap somehow ugly. Whatever you want to say, the guy kept them in the game, made some moves. They dropped a lot of passes that he put some of them. And I remember, I still have fresh in my mind, Marino, when we 61-7 against Jacksonville, the greatest quarterback who has ever donned the aqua and orange. So this kid came in. He's no one expected anything. 7th round draft pick. Somehow he ended up starting our playoff game after.
Because he was the last man standing. Like Teddy's got broken fingers and he's fragile as hell.
They had the veteran Mike Glennon.
Tua's out there. He doesn't know what state he's in. The poor guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I don't think
Skyler,
so.
Look, bro, Skyler, hey, I get your wishful and your praise for the guy, but he didn't have statistically a good game. He didn't do anything spectacular. We didn't win, and we definitely didn't lose because of him, but it's not like we won because of him. He's my guy,
man. He's my guy. Don't try to change it.
You're horrible.
Don't try to change it.
On Skyler.
That'd be one of the worst things I've ever heard.
One of the best games for the Dolphins in the playoff with a scrub quarterback.
Oh my God.
You gotta give him some props, dude.
No, I give him props for not losing by 14.
Did you expect 31, 34?
But it wasn't because of him, though. It wasn't because of him. It was the defense finally had a decent game. They
gave up 34 and it was a decent game?
It was because we finally got some turnovers, which is something we haven't done all season. You know what I mean? We were disciplined. We didn't give up the stupid penalties, but then it was bad clock management. I mean, there was a lot of different things there, but it was.
Skyler's got my juice. And you're
all I can say on Skyler is that he was given an impossible task and was only 3 points away from making it happen. And I'll say this: after his performance and after what we saw in that playoff game, I want to keep him on the team. He's not QB1, duh. But I want
he's a
him to be a
QB3.
backup.
What are you guys talking about? This guy sucked. He didn't do anything good. We got lucky and we didn't lose by 14, and we're celebrating that. That is the worst type of juice ever. Worst type of juice. You guys are mad. Anyway, let's roll into the game itself here, okay? So the Dolphins ended up losing. Chavi, we had to take the L. I know we picked with our hearts. We picked Miami only because
your heart's an idiot.
Yeah, my heart's an idiot. Like we said, and all season long we were carrying the flag for Tuanon, and it just unfortunately we picked it. These guys won it, so we lost that game. Which, by the way, there were 6 games this past weekend, right? You, Chavi, Achilles, and Gus all went 3-3.
What?
All of you went 3-3.
I went 4-2.
No. You picked San Fran, but you picked the Chargers. You picked Miami, and you picked Tampa Bay. Those are your 3 L's right there, bro. 4-2 right here. NFLstradamus. Please don't doubt the greatness here, bro. 4-2, and
you're the best.
If I was betting for money, okay, I was betting with my heart there. If I was betting for money, the smart bet would have not been Miami, and it would have not been Tampa. It should have been Dallas. You know what I mean?
Really?
But
yeah,
I could have been.
I'm not sure about that one.
I will say that I'm with the NFLstradamus. I went 4-2 as well.
Nice.
Jake the MC.
My only losses were Los Angeles and Tampa Bay. We Kevin and I picked those games on our last episode of the Pause Up podcast, which you can watch on the Pause Up podcast Twitter as well as the Facebook, YouTube. just plugging it there. Just plugging it there. Yeah. But
yeah, man, you went all sexy radio guy.
Just overall, just a pretty great week of wild card football. Probably one of the best wild card weekends in general that I can remember watching for a while, because every game, with the exception of the first and the last, just had you hooked from the beginning.
Hey, Kevin wants to know how he did.
Kevin, let's see. I think Kevin and I think Kevin, did you take Los Angeles or Jacksonville? I think you actually took Jacksonville, believe it or not.
Yeah, he said he wrote that somewhere that he took Jacksonville.
So actually I think
Kevin's the man.
I think your only loss, Kevin, was Tampa Bay.
Look at that, bro. Disciple of NFLstradamus. Good for him.
He's a baseball guy. He got lucky.
5-1 for the musician. Not bad, Kevin.
Yeah, not bad. All right. Talking about this game. All right. We see what happened. There's obvious issues with clock management. There's obvious problems with this team across the board. Defense. There's the talks about Byron Jones, being gone. Xavier Howard. What are we gonna do? We still have a great, Gesicki just left.
Get
Sicky. He's gone. So there's going to be some turnover, but we still got great core pieces. There's this whole QB drama. But I want to present something to you guys as Dolphin fans. McDaniel. I know, one season. Took us to the playoffs. Finished, 9-9, right? We saw a lot of promise. But I want to ask you guys, there's a big fish floating out there. A very big, bona fide fish coach out there that is available, who was rumored to be our coach before McDaniel. If it presented itself there, do you think, or would you be surprised if the Dolphins make a move or a play on Sean Payton? Even with McDaniel and what he did this season and everything like that.
I would be surprised. I would.
Yeah?
I know Sean Payton is a great coach, but I feel like there are other teams in the NFL that Sean Payton would fit in better with. One of them being Los Angeles. And I know Brandon Staley says, "Oh, I'm probably not going to get fired." We'll see. We shall see. There's still plenty of time before.
Bro, the Chargers suck, bro. They don't get fans in their own stadium. They don't get fans in San Diego. They don't get fans in
They don't
Los
even
Angeles.
have a stadium.
They play 17 road games a year, bro. They play 17. I don't understand why Justin Herbert, there's so much love for just Keenan Allen. He's nice. He's all right. Austin Eckler, he's all right. Where's all these great players at the Chargers? They have nice uniforms. I'll give them that. But Justin Herbert hasn't done shit, man. Like,
he's all American. He's all American quarterback.
He looks like the brother in the Wonder Years. You know, I get that, but that's it. That's it. That's all you got. Like, Justin Herbert, like, get off the jock, man. Like, everybody's all obsessed with him, and I haven't seen anything that really makes me go, yo, that guy's good. He's got skills. But, hey, Jeff George, remember that guy back in the day, Chavi? Yeah. That guy had a skill. He could throw a ball 70 yards on one knee, you know, but did he ever win anything? No. Like, you can have good seasons. I want to see something carry a team. I've never seen Herbert, like, win a game. I've seen him blow the biggest, you know, the second biggest game in playoff history, but I haven't seen him really do anything. I just think you got to pump the brakes. I've been selling Chargers stock for a long time, and now, like, the Herbert stock is flying off the charts. I can't. I don't like.
He's still young. He's still young. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that Mr. Kevin?
Maybe. Looks like it.
Co-host of the Pause Up podcast.
Bro, we're getting infiltrated by these young FIU guys here, Chavi. We got to hold it down, bro.
What happened?
I don't know what's going on.
I already plugged the Pause Up podcast.
I saw.
We're good. We did our mission. We did our job.
All right, then you guys can get out of here. All right, get out of here. I don't want to see you guys anymore messing up our flow over here. This is an old man show here today. All right. Anyway, what I was saying though, look. Sean Payton, maybe he comes in. I don't know how attractive the Chargers job is. Like I said, for all the reasons that I stated, maybe he's not the right fit here. I do like what McDaniel's done here, but can we all agree? Do any of you like how McDaniel talks?
No, he puts me to sleep. I know what he's saying is sincere and he means it, but
no. But I'm talking like the actual, like the way he talks. Like,
yeah, I know it puts me to sleep. I want to take a nap after hearing it.
Tua is like, you know, like he's in concussion protocol, but you know
he has the same speech pattern as Cleveland from Family Guy.
Oh man, dude, he sounds like a mix of like when remember what was that show, Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, you know, like that, like there's a lot of when he talks. It's horrible. I can't stand it, dude. And I'm a McDaniel fan. We got the same birthday and everything, you know. So I'm rooting for the guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Pisces like me, you know. Definitely older than him.
I'm not going to judge his coaching skills by the way he talks, right? I don't think it's
it does
right to do.
Bother me though.
And I also don't think it's right to judge a coach after only one season.
I know
Brian Flores only got 2, and I still think 2 was too little. Right, but then we heard all the fallout after, so then it starts to be like, oh, okay. But Mike, I mean, Mike's a smart dude. You can just tell he's a smart dude. He went to Yale.
Yeah, but he's a little too smart for himself, man. Like he might be a little too smart. A smart guy doesn't fuck up the play clock over and over and over in his first playoff game
4 or 5 times. Yeah.
You know, like also a smart guy. Like all season, the things that stood out, like the weird little things that stood out was how many times we got hit with stupid penalties. Like that just lingered in my head all season long. Smart guys don't, let that happen. Smart guys correct that. Sean McVay, very smart guy. I don't see that problem with him. You know, that guy might be the smartest of all those guys. A little too smart, you know, but just saying, there's some stuff that worries me about McDaniel. I'm not going to cut him loose.
It needs to be cleaned up.
It needs to be cleaned up. Yes.
I understand your thing with the voice too. It catches your attention. What do we do with that?
Like
what do we do?
That's one of the biggest evaluations of a rookie coach.
Well, I'm just saying. Look, if presented with Payton and McDaniel, I'm probably going to stick with McDaniel for one more season at least. Just because I love Sean Payton. I think he's a great coach. I think the guy is like really, and there's a thing about experience here and respect, and and the guy's won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Sure. You know. Yeah. So
and the one thing I want to mention about McDaniel is look how good Tua looked this year, man. I mean, the concussion protocol. Tua ranked. There you go. Tua ranked almost first in almost every statistical category for a quarterback. He took the team to the playoffs too.
Oh,
yes, they finished with the 9-8 record, but come on. I mean, first year as a head coach, this team was 8-3. If it wasn't for injuries, I do believe Miami could have pulled out a couple more wins and not finished 9-8.
What was Tua's record? What was his record in games started?
Tua's almost perfect, right?
Well, 8-3. He was 8-3 at one point. No, sorry, because the 3 losses were not. He lost what? He's been out for the last 3 weeks? At one point,
he was like 8-1, and then he lost.
I think he lost. So we went on a 5-game slide, and I think he lost 2 or 3 of those, right?
No, the 5-game slide. I think he lost all of them.
No, because he's been out for the last couple of weeks. Skyler.
Right.
So I know.
He lost against
after Green Bay. After Green Bay, it's after Green Bay. So
yeah. So I think the Green Bay was the third.
New England and New York. He was out. So he was on a 3-game losing streak before.
3-game losing streak. So he was 8-3.
Okay.
This season, which and again,
which is
I know
good.
You're crazy about Skylar Thompson being
a
good quarterback and giving him the juice.
Not crazy.
No, you're insane.
He can be a good backup. He can be a good
had we had the Tua that we had all season when healthy, we would have won this game. We would have won this game, just like we would have.
If Josh Allen played that way against Tua, it looks like when he had Tua, he stepped it up. I think he said, "Oh, I got Skyler." He took a little.
Well, we're going to talk about Josh Allen. We're going to talk about Josh Allen here in a second, but just to wrap up on the Dolphins here.
Keep him.
If Peyton comes in, if Peyton is there and McDaniel, I'm going to stick with McDaniel for one more season. But again, I want to see him clean up a lot of this. There's a lot of there's a lot of dumb stuff, and I get it. Maybe it's the rookie coaching him. Didn't have control. I don't know how the players like him so much. I feel like he's a player's coach. I feel like the players like him. I feel like they enjoy playing for him. He's got the little swagoo. He wore the Don Shula shades on the sideline. Those Mark Anthony narcotraficante shades. Man. He was looking cool on some of those things. He's got some swag. Whereas he
casually wore hoodies and sweatshirts in 90-degree weather and you just shook it off, man.
Yeah.
It takes some real skill. I couldn't do it. I don't know about y'all. I couldn't do that. I could not do it.
They just got to get rid of the ping pong table, man.
Yeah,
they're basically undefeated without it.
Ping pong.
So
and they ordered a new one too, man. They ordered a new one.
Yeah, but you know what? We'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up with the Dolphins. On the other side, Buffalo. I wasn't impressed with Buffalo.
No,
you can't be impressed.
I wasn't impressed with Buffalo. I'm looking at our picks here from who had Gus has Buffalo winning the Super Bowl. He's got them going there, and let me see here. None of us or none of the other 3 on the show here have had Buffalo in the Super Bowl. What about you guys? Now that I got you here, what's your Super Bowl picks here, just so I can get yours locked down here as well. Did you guys not do Super Bowl picks? No, then forget it. You can't do it. You didn't do. You got an easy week off here, so no Super Bowl picks for you. Just gonna pick the games for this week. So I'll keep it at that.
Well, we'll do it on pause up, Jake. We'll do it on pause up.
Yeah, you guys can do it then. Yeah, you can't come in here with your,
we'll save that for pause up, which of course you can watch on Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. That was the
tag of Leoa.
Anyway, all right. So I was not impressed with Buffalo. We talked about the Chargers, Jacksonville, the collapse, this incredible game. I thought it was real telling of the Jaguars, down 27, zip, bro. Like just staying in there. Achilles and I were the ones who picked Jacksonville going into it. We said that, that the Chargers were gonna. Well, we both were on the phony, Chargers train. And at the same time, we thought that the Chargers were going to get hit with an actual Florida man. And, at the beginning, that first half, man, dude. But at one point I looked and Trevor had 4 completions and 4 interceptions. I don't know if those 4 interceptions were the 4 completions. I don't know if that's what it was, but
no, dude, they don't count those.
No, man. But hey, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. And a good win for Jaguars. Good win for them. They now travel. Where is it? Where are they going to? Kansas City, right?
Yep.
So they're going to.
Yeah,
that's going to be a nice one there. Let me see. I have them. I thought I had. There we go. Yeah, Chiefs, Jaguars. They're playing Saturday, 4:30. Right now, Chiefs are an 8.5-point favorite. The other Saturday game, the other Saturday game is Giants at Eagles. Eagles 7.5-point favorite there too. Well,
Jesus,
big spreads there for Saturday.
Do you guys trust the Eagles moving forward? No, neither do I. All right.
I've been calling them fake birds all season. I
tend to not trust any number one team that gets a bye week just because they're rusty. Just in general, the rust from having that week off. I feel like it really shows.
Yeah,
it always shows in the second round of the playoffs.
I think this is also the case. But didn't Philadelphia have the easiest schedule, or one of the
Philadelphia? Yeah, I've been saying that for the whole season.
So I'm not gonna say they're fake, but I don't think they're gonna get upset at some point. Upset,
yeah.
Because they're the number one.
I don't know if it's gonna be now or in the championship game, but they're gonna meet their end.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shocked if they make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You know, there's another phony that we didn't mention here. Wore their ski masks on this weekend. Was the Vikings. How about that Kirk Cousins, Mr. Primetime? Mr. I can't win a damn game when everybody's watching. That guy sucks, bro. That guy's the biggest crook in the NFL I've ever seen, bro. That guy's made so much money to be the most mediocre, like regular quarterback ever.
He's only good at 1 p.m. This is what Jake and I came to.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins is a menace, but beyond that, he can't deliver.
He's got a great agent. He's got a great agent.
Oh, the best agent. Chavi and I, we had the Giants. Achilles and Gus went Vikings. You know,
I took Giants.
We weren't phased by that. You know,
Jake, we took Giants, right?
Yeah, that was a sweep. We took New York.
That's why these guys aren't on the show this week because they picked the Vikings. And the other game we had Cincinnati beat Baltimore. It was a closer game than I thought, considering there was no Lamar Jackson.
Backup and whatnot. It was a bad call too in that game.
Yeah. There was some bad calls there. There's a lot of like NFL is rigged, and there's a lot of talk about that stuff. Like
the same play that Josh Allen did in the second game against the Dolphins, where he just put the ball and they called a touchdown because like it went this far. This guy put the ball, they smacked it out of his hand, ran it back, and no review, nothing happened. Touchdown.
You remember the first down call at the end there? That was in the wild card game.
That was crazy, but I'm not gonna sit here and think that Buffalo on 4th and short would somehow not get it with a quarterback sneak by Josh Allen, which is what
Miami tends to be pretty good on. Miami tends to be pretty good on 4th
down. He got hit, smacked out of his hand, just like in this last game, and in that one they called a touchdown. In this one they didn't even review it. Let it go to TD.
All right,
that's definitely you could tell it was in Buffalo kind of moment, because if it was in Hard Rock Stadium, then they probably would have taken another look at it. But it's in Buffalo. There's like 2 minutes left. Just let's get out of here. Celebrate.
There wasn't even
some wings.
Minutes. I believe there was like seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
just get out of here. Go eat some wings.
Yeah.
Do like 2 things that are fun in the city of Buffalo to
do. Who does Cincinnati play now?
Buffalo.
Cincinnati's up against
Buffalo.
Yeah, the Sunday games. Bengals at Buffalo. Buffalo's 5.5-point favorite right now. And then the final game of the weekend, Cowboys at Niners. Niners 4-point favorites.
Cowboys at Niners.
That's gonna be the goodies right there. But all right,
might be a lot of upsets this week.
Yeah,
I want to talk a little bit about the quarterback situation in the NFL right now. Okay, there was a notable guy that didn't play this week in Lamar Jackson, who's apparently going to be a free agent. Has no contract, is highly touted, local guy. Would love to see him down here. I think the Miami fit would be great. I just don't think the numbers work out for the kind of money he deserves. Yeah. I'm not even going to say he demands. I'm going to say the money he deserves. The dude's an MVP. Yep. He's a proven badass. But if they can get Andy Ellisberg from the Heat to come down and help out the Dolphins here a little bit, work some of that Excel magic and make the numbers line up, make the numbers work.
Get Pat Riley over there.
Yeah, get Pat Riley over there. Get,
Miami is in salary cap hell right now, and they're gonna need a miracle to figure it out. You can definitely see players like Michael Jasickle leaving just so they can clear some stuff up. Even some players like you said earlier, Jones, maybe even Xavier. I'm not even joking, Xavier.
Yeah, bro. All of them are gone, man.
I wouldn't get rid of him.
You guys trade him, man.
He was hurt all season.
Yeah.
He has a contract, and he's still.
That's the most fraudulent Pro Bowl selection I've ever.
He did have a pick though, right? He did have a pick, and one of the picks was Xavier in that.
It was Xavier Howard. Yeah. And I know the Pro Bowl doesn't mean much, but come on.
No.
Dude.
Yeah.
It just shows how horrible.
Especially these days, it's like a flag football game, right?
He's hurt. These guys play hurt, and they don't, they don't make a big fuss about it. But I think he was injured, and that's why he had a subpar season. The whole season he's been injured.
Yeah. All right. I want to ask you guys a question here. I got a top 10 list of QBs right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go through this list, but I'm going to ask you guys a question first.
Okay.
I think I want to do the question first. All right. given the choice right now, okay? Right now, not next week, not anything. You're building your team right now. Who would you take? Would you take Josh Allen or would you take Trevor Lawrence to put your team around right now?
How old is Josh Allen?
20, not very old. He's only been in the league for a few years here.
Yeah, talking about right now.
Not what you expect them to do, not what they've done. Like right now, you're building a team. You got number 1 pick. Which quarterback you taking?
And you're building a team.
I'll go with the safe pick and say Josh, just because of the, just because his numbers, his numbers scream. His numbers are better, right? His numbers at this moment are better. I know Trevor Lawrence is like still like
are they better?
Young hot shot. Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got to revisit some of these numbers, man.
His yards, touchdown to pick ratio. I don't know. It's just you could flip a coin and you'd probably be right either way with Josh Allen or Trevor Lawrence. You could be. There's no wrong answers here. They're both great quarterbacks, but by God, you better have a great team to build them around. Okay? I would give the slight edge to Josh Allen.
Well, that goes into like which guy do you think? I mean, you're going to build a team around him. Which guy, given the skill set and what you've seen already?
I'll take Josh for everything.
How about this? If I have a great running back on my team, then I'm taking Trevor. If I don't, I'm taking Josh Allen because he can run.
Okay.
If push comes to shove and he needs to run, he can do it.
I'm trying to find the age of Josh Allen here. I don't see it.
Is he like 24, 25, 24?
Gotta be. He's not that
old. This is hard, man.
Yeah, bro. I wasn't coming soft today, but you guys wanted to hop on. Gus ran away. Gus and Achilles ran away. They didn't want to answer these kind of questions. Chavi and I were the only men here.
Josh Allen is 26 years old.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, he's been in since 2018. And so this guy's got like 3 years on him. Josh Allen, I think he's got 3, but still 26, quarterback, prime years right now. So what, Josh? I got 2 Josh Allens. Anybody? What about you, Kevin? You've been quiet. Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go Josh Allen.
Who has the high ceiling? Who has the highest ceiling between those 2 guys? Like on their best day where they're at the top of their game, who can do more?
It's Josh.
It's Josh. Yeah.
Yeah. His best game, he could throw for like 400 yards and then rush for another 100 yards. That's something that Josh Allen could do.
And I think his presence, the way the team rallies around him, like, and he's a big boy. Like he gets respect when he runs over people. I take him. All
right, the stats.
I don't.
Let me give you the stats real quick here on. I don't know if this takes into account the playoff game. I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is regular season stats here for 2022. 13-3 for Josh Allen, record wise, 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 picks.
Okay.
All right. 9-8 for Trevor Lawrence, 4,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 8 picks. We're talking about a guy who clearly doesn't have a Stephon Diggs on his team. He's throwing a Christian Kirk and Zay Jones and Evan Ingram as a tight end.
And for a while, he had a nobody head coach in Urban Meyer, right?
Urban Meyer. I think Doug Peterson is the best coach in the NFL with what he's doing.
He should get coach of the year.
I mean,
we're probably going to give it to Dabble.
Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", 215, big dude, looks the part. He's got the physical. He can run. He can do all these things. I don't know, man. I've been saying it for a while. I love Josh Allen. I go back to his rookie year. Gus and I were covering the Dolphins. We were in the locker room. We beat the Bills at home that year on a last-second play that we were able to stop him on defense. And we went into the locker room. We talked to a lot of the guys, and everybody on defense kept saying, hey, that Josh Allen kid is going to be really good. Like, not just to look like he's going to be really good. He's a problem, you know? And we were like, wow, okay, yeah. And we were taken back, but we've been on this Josh Allen hype train for a while. We understand like that, like the kid's nasty. But I'll tell you one thing, man. As his career has progressed, he keeps reminding me of a certain quarterback. Chavi knows where I'm going with this.
You're going with that.
He reminds me of a certain quarterback, and I think that's a problem. He reminds me a lot about Brett Favre, man. He's a very much gunslinger, I'm rolling to the right. There's a guy open. Stefan's somewhere out on the left. I have a lot of confidence in my arm. I'm going to put a pass out there. And I feel like that, as good as Brett Favre was, that shit got him into a lot of trouble. I mean, he did lead the league or the NFL in career interceptions,
Maybe.
And
I've never seen Brett Favre run for 15 yards on a 3rd and 7 before.
I get you. He does. Look, Josh Allen is a bigger version of him. He's maybe like a Ben Roethlisberger, but with the Brett Favre mentality. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going Trevor Lawrence because I think Josh Allen is got a little bit more. I think he's a little more fine-tuned than, or at least the perception. Like, okay, how do I say this? All right, look, Justin Herbert. Everybody's all in love with Justin Herbert. I feel like everybody loves
except
Josh
you,
Allen. Except me. But I feel like everybody loves Josh Allen now a little bit more than Herbert. But it's that same weird kind of like, hey, he's done everything. He's the best. Let's love him. But like when you really look into it, you take away the game that he had against Kansas City last season. His playoff record, his playoff performance, his regular season stuff is good. It's solid.
He's erratic.
But there's a lot of suspect stuff there. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a lot of like this could be the season. He could go on, win the Super Bowl, and I can, Edwin has to eat crow and shut the fuck up because I've been talking shit. But I'm saying right now, I'm a little worried about the guy. I think there's a lot of hype on him. I think there's a lot of praise going his way, and I don't know. I feel like when I look into it a little more and I see the performances, again, he should have dominated against us this week. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. This is the 3rd time he played the Dolphins. That's always hard to do.
The Dolphins play inspired also.
Play inspired and everything. But hey, they're inspired too. They got their boy that just came back from 2 deaths, dying twice in one night. You know what I'm saying? To like there was a lot of energy for them as well.
They should have had more energy.
Yeah. I'm curious to see. I think this week's game between
this is upset alert maybe.
Bills and Bengals.
If they play like that again against Cincinnati, they're getting smoked.
Yeah.
If they played the way they played against Miami, against a Cincinnati Bengals team that knows how to win in the postseason, they're getting smoked. And there's not really much else to say about that.
Yeah, because you guys know they changed the playoff rules, basically the Josh Allen rule now, because they wanted to make sure that you get a chance. But then if both of you do score, then it goes into sudden death. So you're still in the same bullshit position. You know what I mean? It's still sudden death at the end. So it's just dumb. Like, it's just like, anyway.
Trevor is the more conventional quarterback.
Yeah.
And he probably throws a little better ball, a little more accurate. It's just that when Josh is on, like what he was with the Dolphins in I don't know which game it was.
The second game.
Like he made some throws that were spectacular.
He makes phenomenal throws. Don't get me wrong. This the throw was it to Davis?
I think I know what you're talking about. Gabe Davis.
That throw was just beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the one thing I want to say, not only about Josh Allen, but this Dolphins-Bills rivalry, I think it's back. I mean, look how close these games were. The hype around it. I mean, I think they should really start putting these games on national TV. We saw the Saturday night one on national TV. Next year, I think both of them should be
I think it's a given that one of those games are going to be on.
Everybody both on the national
see,
TV.
You know what I can see? I can see if Buffalo wins the Super Bowl, then the first game of the regular season next year, I can see it being Bills-Dolphins.
It has to be, man.
Yeah, if Buff, because the first game of the season, they always put the champions against someone, right? That's always the first game of the regular season, week 1. I can see it being Buffalo versus Miami, just because of what we saw these last 3 games.
We'll see. I'm sticking with my Trevor Lawrence pick here, just because what really stood out to me, the dude threw 4 picks in the first half, right?
Mm-hmm.
And went in there. Said, yo, I'm not phased, bro. It's my first playoff game. I'm not going to fuck this up. I'm cool, calm, and collected. And he remains undefeated on Saturday nights. Did you guys know that? He's never lost a game on Saturday.
Saw that. Yeah.
He's never lost a game on Saturday, which I thought was great. He goes in there. He comes back, has the wherewithal to just, stay calm, do what he needs to do, make good plays. Because he was throwing the ball over to, Asante Samuel Jr.? Just kept throwing it at him, and he got the 3 picks in the first half from him alone. To me, what I saw in that change from one half to the other, as I watched that game, I had no doubt that the Chargers were going to lose. Like, I kept watching and I was like, the Jags are going to pull this off. Like, I know it. Like, the Jags are going to do something. Doug Peterson is such a great coach. You know, the fact that he won a Super Bowl with Nick fucking Foles, you know what I mean? Like, the guy is just is not respected enough. The guy is just doing great. And now you give him a great quarterback and you give him a team that's on the rise. Jaguars are going to do some stuff, man.
Yeah.
And one thing you said that is something you got to analyze, and it makes a lot of sense, is Sunshine didn't get phased. And I've seen some of the games where Josh falls behind, some things are not working, and you see it in his face, you see it on the sideline, you see it kind of gets to him, it kind of bothers him a little bit, and sometimes he hasn't been able to get out of it. We'll see what happens.
To me, that turnaround from throwing 4 interceptions, he's only the second quarterback ever in playoff history to throw 4 interceptions and have 4 touchdowns in the same game. You know, yet his was the only one of the 2 quarterbacks, Ben Roethlisberger being the other one, who won the game. And Ben Roethlisberger being the other one, he's the only one who actually had the 4 picks with no touchdowns. So he came back from an 4 interception hole that he got himself into. So
yeah, that was an amazing.
I was really impressed with Trevor Lawrence's performance, his poise, and then the fact that after the game he goes to Waffle House. Come on, dude!
Just such a goated decision.
That is such a boss move right there.
Super Bowl champion level decision, right?
Legit there. Florida man, bro. Only a Florida man would go to.
He has ice. That's where you think he has ice in his veins. It's like he's out there, he's thinking while he's throwing the pick. Yeah, I gotta go to a Waffle House. Throws a 4th touchdown. I'm gonna celebrate at the Waffle House now. Like,
tell you, bro. Jacksonville, man. You guys got a great one there. He's proven that he's gonna be the quarterback.
What's crazy about Jacksonville too is that like I hardly know anybody on their team. I know obviously Trevor, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, I believe, and on defense,
Jones, Travis Etienne.
It's I really couldn't tell you what really makes that team go work.
It's the coach, man.
All I can say is that they're getting hot at the right time, which is obviously the most important thing about a playoff run is playing hot. You know, Buffalo did not play hot and they barely squeaked out a win. But Jacksonville, it looks like they're playing hot, and that's why they could be I honestly would not be shocked if they go into Kansas City and beat them, because you have a hot Jacksonville team plus what I'm going to assume is a rusty Kansas City team. Combine those 2 things, and I can see a Jags win.
Look at this. I'm looking at it.
You can never doubt the Jaguars.
Look, Trevor Lawrence from week 9, when they won that week, coming off a loss the previous week, they beat the Raiders. Trevor Lawrence threw a touchdown and no interceptions. From week 9 till the end of the season, he threw 15 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, and the Jaguars won all but 1 game. Wow. 2 games. Sorry, they lost 2. They lost to Kansas City and they lost to Detroit, which that was a surprising L there. But that's a nice run there, bro. That's a pretty damn run. I think that's 10-2 there. And the fact that 15-2 touchdown to pick ratio there, really good, man. And he commanded that offense.
It's clicking.
He's showing that poise. He's not showing that Brett Favre erraticness that has.
Leave Brett alone, bro. Leave Brett alone.
All right. Enough Trevor talk here. I'm going to give you now. I got my top 10 quarterbacks right now. Now, I'm going to start actually this list at the top because I think this list, the top guys not going to surprise too much. There's a little surprise there.
Yeah.
But I think it's the rest. It's who rounds out the top 10. That's the big big story here. All right. So I'm going to give you number 1. Easy, bro. Come on. Patrick Mahomes, bro. The guy's the man. Easy. Number 1, KC.
Mahomes.
Not Tua, man. I'm joking.
Hey.
He'll be coming up soon.
He'll be coming up, bro. You know how
I was actually going to ask you, is Tua going to crack the top 10?
Here we go. Make your bets. Make your bets.
Right now.
Make your bets if you guys. What's the over-under?
If not, then you'll be my phony for next week.
Make your bets there. Make your bets. See who's up. All right, number 2. And this is my dude right here. I love Patrick Mahomes, but this is my guy. This is the dude that I love a lot. But I'm going to, again, the deciding factor here is Patrick Mahomes has got the Super Bowl. He's got the records and everything. But Joe Burrow is the man for me. I love him. I have Cincinnati as my Super Bowl pick. Okay, I got them. I'm the only one who picked Cincinnati. NFLstradamus sees some incredible stuff. I'm seeing flashes of Joe Montana, of stuff that I grew up watching and analyzing. The dude is just nasty with it. There's everything that I told you about Trevor Lawrence being calm, cool, and collected. This guy makes it look even easier. You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow is just, God damn, he's so good.
He's just shiesty. Joe Chill.
Bro. So, number 3. Got Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, bro. That's my number 3 quarterback right now. He's the dude's got the legs, and I think he's got the legs, he's got the arms, he's got an MVP, he's a winner. I don't know what his playoff production. I think he's like what 0-2. He's only played a couple of games, and then this year, obviously, he's been injured, so he didn't play that. To be determined what kind of playoff quarterback he is, but I can't hide the skills. I can't, overlook the skill set that he has, the incredible talent. Yeah. And just think about him, Tyreek, Waddle together with whoever we throw at running back. Like, oh my God, that would be the fastest team on earth, fastest team ever.
You want to get rid of Tyreek. I mean, you want to get rid of Tua, and you want to get rid of McDaniel. It's like you want to package them out already. Package them out for Sean Payton.
I'm keeping him. I'm keeping McDaniel. I already said I'm keeping McDaniel. I'm very tempted.
How does he talk?
Yeah, I think maybe Edwin will keep me as the quarterback of the Dolphins this year, but maybe he won't. Anyway, look, Lamar Jackson on this offense is just, I can't deny it, man. As much as I loved, watching my boy have the phenomenal season that he had this year and everything he did, I'm not going to be stupid to the fact that if I could have that offense, but with a guy who technically has a better skill set, than my boy Tua, like, that's scary, bro. I would love to see that here. And also, my detachment from Tua is a little easier because I'm genuinely concerned for his health. Like, I don't think that guy should throw anymore. I don't think he should be a quarterback. I think he's he doesn't know how to fall, man. Like, he's gonna get hurt again. It's not what if, but when.
Your perfect scenario is in the offseason, Tua comes up and says, guys, I'm done.
Yeah.
Opens up the spot, Lamar comes in, and it's a win-win for you.
Yeah, just gonna be just rubbing my nipples and enjoying myself. That'll be the best. All right. My number 4 guy. All right. Here's where it gets interesting. I got Trevor Lawrence as my number 4.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Trevor Lawrence, bro. The dude has got, like I said, I've been super impressed with his body of work this season.
NFLstradamus.
Last season with Urban Meyer did not, you really couldn't see what he was capable of. But this guy was a boss in college, bro. Like, this guy knows how to win. He knows how to play. Again, he looks the part, bro. He's 6'6", 2+, He's got a cannon of an arm. He can run as well. He's got the long hair. He's got the lettuce flowing, baby. Like, the guy's got everything.
He loves the
Waffle House. He hangs out at Waffle House, bro. And
What more do you want? What more do you want,
bro? And he's making the Jaguars look cool. That's a hard thing to do. So I got Trevor Lawrence as my number 4. All right. Number 5. I reluctantly, I put Josh Allen at 5. Okay. Josh Allen at 5 here as my number 5 guy, just because he does have an incredible skill set. But again, I wanted to make sure that I put him. I wanted to have Trevor and the guys that I really think are more well-rounded, more complete, more everything right now, and that are playing at a certain level right now. Okay, so I got Josh Allen at number 5.
I do think not having Josh in the top 5 would have been a massive sin. It would have been an NFL sin.
And I tried very hard to not put him there, but I couldn't find a proper guy to put above him. Like, I'm also not going to be a total douchebag here.
I like it so far. I think it's fantastic.
But I keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Number 6. Who had Tua at number 6?
Tua Tagovailoa.
I got Tua.
Wow.
Tua at 6. But with a very big asterisk. Very, very large asterisk. If healthy.
There we go, Jay.
If healthy. There you go. My man's got the hat on. If healthy, and if somehow I got like some type of clear conscience of that he's not going to get hurt. I'm just saying, off skill and off playing. When he was playing this year, and when you saw everything working right, that was, to me, the 6th best quarterback. You know,
Miami was a team to look out for.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to get into those what ifs scenarios. You know, this is basically my tinfoil hat. Just thinking about this stuff with Tua.
They should give him a hat like that has a 6 out.
There you go, bro. Put on your hat.
At his best, I do think Tua can be top 5, right? Just these conspiracies of Tua, joining Tuanon and believing in the man from Alabama, he can do it. Just like Trevor was a winner in Clemson, Tua was a winner in Alabama.
Yeah,
That man deserves.
If you
That
want to
man
go
deserves
off
some
of
points.
college careers, which I don't think is always a great thing, but if you want to go off of college careers, then Tua has to be up there. In the upper
Yeah,
echelon.
hey, there's a difference. There's a difference between college. You could be great. I hate Tim Tebow. That guy was not good, but he had one of the best college careers ever.
Oh, yeah.
But again, it does translate in certain cases, and I think with Tua, if healthy, what I saw this year, that was a top 10 quarterback. What I saw this
no
season.
Brady, no Rodgers in the top 5.
We're talking about this season right now, man.
But still, those are guys that should be up there. You would think, but
you would think.
Don't fear too much here, Kevin. I got at number 7. I do have TB12. Okay, the guy had a phenomenal season this year. Threw almost 5,000 yards again. Was the only good player on a really bad Tampa Bay team, and there is no doubt in my mind and in my heart and anywhere that this guy can still play next season. I hope he comes back. Whatever team he goes to, whether it's the Dolphins, whether he goes to Vegas, Chicago, wherever it is that he ends up, I would love to see
a lot of Vegas with Tom and can one of you explain what's the deal
Josh
with
McDaniel.
Vegas and Tom?
Josh McDaniel. That's it. Josh McDaniel's a horrible coach. He's a horrible coach. He ruined Derek Carr. That guy doesn't know anything, but he knows Tom Brady likes him. And he's worked with Tom Brady before, and Tom Brady can go over there and be like, all right, I got Devontae Adams. Got good competition. I'll do some stuff over there. They got a good running game. They got a good receiver. TB could be the guy who puts them over the edge and makes them competitive next season in a very competitive division. I like it.
Yeah.
But
Edwin's dream here in Miami would be
Lamar
first string, Tom Brady second string, and Tua third string.
That's right, bro. You're figuring it out, baby. I would like that. That would be my dream. But honestly, I think if we can get Brady for a season, we're winning the Super Bowl. If we can get Lamar Jackson for a few seasons, we're probably, because my thing is, as much as I like Lamar Jackson,
so
I haven't seen him
put the tinfoil cap back on for this.
I haven't seen Lamar, do it in the playoffs, but Tom Brady, I feel confident. Even if we get him for 1 year, we're winning the Super Bowl next season.
So what do we do?
I don't know if Brady wants to leave Florida. I mean, he's already in the twilight of his career. He's about to finish it off.
He's just gonna come further south.
He just has to drive south.
Well,
just get a little closer. Yeah,
Kids are in Miami now.
Where the people accept him.
I
would.
Of course. You'll see many.
There could be those old people who have a grudge and be like, "Oh, Brady." But if they see the Lombardi, then it's like, "Oh, okay, right."
Well, if I see Brady in the aqua and orange, man, that's a aqua Brady jersey is gonna instantly become in like one day the most popular Dolphins jersey ever sold.
Yeah. Bob Greasy's jersey's retired, right, or is not?
No.
Oh, he might not. He might have to. I don't know. It's a good question.
I'm pretty sure Dan's is retired. I don't know about Greasy.
Yeah, because if 12 is not available, 13 is not available.
Let me fact check that.
He'll probably go like
Tom Brady's gonna ask Tua for that number 1.
Yeah.
He'll go for 7 for the 7 rings.
Retired.
There you go. That could work. Give him a number 8 for the next
one.
Win.
So for Miami, it's Greasy, Marino, and Larry Zonko. So 12, 13, and 39.
All right. So that puts the Dolphins out of it.
8 to make sure we get the 8th ring.
Yeah, it's not TB8. Yeah. It's going to be TB12. That's not going to work. So it's Lamar Jackson. All right, we'll take it. All right. Moving on.
Just reverse it. TB21. There you go.
Yeah. Moving on. Here's my final 3. Here's where it gets a little interesting. Okay. Just looking at it, just making sure I feel good about this.
Go. Don't turn.
Take your time, Edwin. Take your time.
No thinking. Thinking is for losers.
My number 8. All right. My number 8 right now.
Drum roll.
All right. I got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a boss.
What?
Jared Goff, yeah, bro. Jared Goff is a damn good quarterback who gets no love.
He was really good.
This season.
He gets no love. The guy got kicked
what
out.
I forgot Jared Goff existed until you said his name.
Jared Goff, if the had a better record with the Lions than TB12 had with the Buccaneers this season, okay?
You're right.
He put up numbers that I think at one point the Lions offense was like the number 1 ranked offense or the most yards or most points. They were putting it up, man.
Team, yeah.
He's the number
I'm pretty
he
sure.
was the number 1 quarterback. Right now, that guy just puts up numbers, man. He gets a job done and he does it effectively. You don't have to worry about a lot of mistakes. It's not a lot of flash and this, that, and the other, but he makes it happen. So I got Jared Goff as my number 8 quarterback.
He's not even the most known Jared.
Yeah.
Wow. Just the thing that I'm most shocked to see at this point in the list, we're at number 8, is that Jalen Hurts is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. It's not over yet. Let's see what he says.
We'll see. Hold on, let me make sure that I got this right. There you go.
Just all right. Herbert. Oh, you don't like Herbert, so he's probably not going to crack the top 10.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, number 9. All right, number 9. Dak Prescott, bro. Reluctantly, I gotta give Dak, bro. Dak, I don't like Dak. I'm not a Cowboys fan at all, but there's something about the guy.
No,
he can make the throws. He puts up the numbers. The guy wants to be the man. Like he wants to be the leader. Hey, this is 4 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown yesterday. I know it was a bad game. I know it was a bad team. It was a bad team, but I got Dak up there above some of these other guys.
Top 10 quarterback?
It's a top 10. I got him at 9. I didn't put him very high.
I'm going to say this is an L, NFLstradamus.
Hey, bro. Look at the track record, bro. Look at the track record.
This is just my opinion.
NFLstradamus.
I think Dak is the most overrated player in football.
Hey, bro. If he was so overrated.
Overpaid, too.
Hey, look. The Cowboys, when he was out, you know, they had who was that?
They're great.
They did all right. They did all right, but they were hanging on by the skin of their teeth. And what did he do? He came back after injury and just picked up right where he left off, which shows me
after they went on a winning streak and
he's
stacked the record.
24 wins the last 2 seasons, 12-4 each year. They're pretty good, man. The Cowboys, they just suck. They just suck in the playoffs and stuff, and they can't win a big game.
That basically Dak sucks, but okay. So
but
this number 10.
You also picked Skyler for juice. You said he had a good game. You said he had a good game.
How are you going to compare
Skyler should be number 10.
How are you going to compare Skyler's expectations to Dak? Dak's been in the league like 8 years, 9 years, and he's getting paid over $200 million. Come on.
Hey, bro.
Skyler's a 7th round pick.
Kirk Cousins gets more money.
But he's not in the top
at least
10.
this guy's winning a game. And Kirk Cousins got more money than Dak and Skyler put together.
He just won his first game, dude.
Hey, bro.
You hyped him up. You're taking.
I feel like half of the NFC could have beaten Tampa in that game. You put half of the NFL. There are 30 teams, 16 out of the 32
teams. The Lions would have beat. The Lions.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I do think the Lions would have beat Tampa Bay.
I'm curious.
Skylar Thompson would have beaten Tampa Bay.
Hey, bro. I just I said, Dak is, and I put Dak a hair above my number 10 for one reason and one reason only. My number 10. Justin Herbert, because he lost the game and Dak won a game. So I put
Jalen Hurts is snubbed.
How do you not add Jalen Hurts?
No Jalen Hurts. He's not.
That's true hate right there. That's hate.
No, bro. Jalen Hurts, bro. Jalen Hurts last season was a guy that everybody looked at like, oh, he's nice. We'll see. He came in, but we have other quarterbacks. And all of a sudden this season, they win a bunch of easy games at the beginning and everybody's in love with him. And he's great. He's a good dude, but he's not. I'm sorry, bro. He's not even the best quarterback in his division. I got him on par with Daniel Jones. Those are good, nice quarterbacks. Quarterbacks.
I would put Jones over Dak. I would in a heartbeat. Dak. I would put hate.
I didn't rank those guys. Look, it hurt me to put my boy Derek Carr out of the top 10 because he didn't have a could be a future Dolphin. I would like to see him here.
I mean, but Derek Carr literally did a rage quit with the Las Vegas Raiders at the end of the season. Yeah. That's how bad it got.
Man,
I didn't put Aaron Rodgers in this list. That guy's overhyped.
I think that's why you started. That's why you started from the top to the bottom, because you knew you were gonna.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Throw these things out there like that.
Yeah, bro. Aaron Rodgers not on the list. You know, I found out about Aaron Rodgers this season. He's the only quarterback to start every game this season and not have a 300-yard passing game this season.
Really?
Think about that. Mr. Back-to-back MVPs. I think he's won the last 2 MVPs prior to this season. The anointed one, the one everybody loves, and he's so great and this and that. I've always been off the Aaron Rodgers train. I've never thought he was as good. I thought he's not worth the drama that he brings. But yeah, I was surprised to find out he did not have a single 300-yard passing game this season. He's the only quarterback, I know he's the only quarterback this season. Might be the only quarterback ever to do that, to start every game in the season and not have at least one 300-yard passing game. And that's
crazy.
A back-to-back MVP and this guy of his stature and his prominence and all this love about Aaron Rodgers.
He's dropping.
All that Wasaka stuff that he's drinking, and he got immunized.
He's not taking.
Yeah.
Wasakaga.
He's got immunized from the playoffs. So that's my top 10, bro.
Let me ask you this, NFLstradamus.
NFLstradamus.
If you had to make a list of 32, where would you put the man of the hour in San Francisco, Brock Purdy? Where does
I thought long and hard about Brock Purdy. I really wanted to put him in my top 10.
You can.
But
I don't think you could. But top 15?
Right now, he's the sample size we're talking.
Right, he doesn't have
enough.
He doesn't have enough.
I could put him at 15, but I could put him at 28, and it would still be. I could justify both. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to really put. I think he's the right quarterback right now for San Francisco. You know, I think he's, obviously doing what they need him to do, and he's gone in there with incredible confidence and everything. But we'll see.
Plus, he wears 13. He wears 13, and that was his idol growing up.
Yeah, bro. I got love for the Marino love.
And he also had a cool club down here, the Purdy Lounge. Purdy
Lounge, bro. You young folks don't know nothing about the Purdy Lounge, bro. But anyway, Purdy Lounge, man. We'll see what they do. But that's my top 10. I know there's some, controversy there, but I stand by it. I stand by it. I think my most controversial is probably having Dak in the top 10, and that was only
no kidding.
That was only because he won this week. Had they lost, I put him out. But not only did he win this week, which Herbert didn't do, which Goff didn't do, which TB12 didn't do, which Tua didn't do. Nobody in the bottom 5 won a playoff game except Dak. So in my top 5
Jones
there,
won it, and that's why I think you got to put Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, dude. I'm big
having
on
a breakout season. He's having a breakout season.
I'm big on the Giants. And I think Danny Dimes gets a bad rap because he had all these offensive coordinators, different coaches, and New York's a tough place to play. Yeah, and I give him props.
He's throwing the ball to taxi drivers. Yeah, like at the Giants. He's throwing it to your mailman. That's how crazy it is.
It is
in New York right now.
But at the end of the day, I thought Dak had the better performance. Daniel Jones is right on the outside of my top 10 right now, but Dak had the better performance with more pressure on him. Had the Giants lost to the Vikings, everybody would have been like, all right, yeah, no big deal.
Yeah,
Vikings were a better team. Yeah. They were supposed to win that game. But had the Cowboys lost, everybody, myself included, would be burning the Cowboys, and burning Dak and doing all that stuff. And he stepped up there and he beat TB12, bro. Like, he probably would
have been the phony.
Yeah. So exactly. There you go. So that's my top 10 there. Like it or not, it is what it is. It's certified.
A great list.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes down. All right. Let's get to these games this weekend. I want to make some picks here. Achilles never sent me his damn picks. What a loser. Kelly's. No, never sent it. All right. Let's go here. I'm going to revisit. Chavi, your Super Bowl pick is still in play. You got San Francisco versus Kansas City with KC winning it. Achilles has Philly versus Cincinnati with Philly winning it. Gus has Buffalo versus Philadelphia with Buffalo winning it. And I have San Francisco versus Cincinnati. Now, I was a little scared with San Francisco. That first half against Seattle, I was like, dang, yo. Seattle?
It was scary.
But San Francisco pulled away, made it look easy in the second half, and that's a good team, bro. I don't want to play them. But I still got Cincinnati beating them in the Super Bowl. I think this is the year of the Burrow. I think he's just going to cement himself as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, having won.
You love yourself some Joy Burrow.
Having won that national championship. One of the greatest of all time, dude. Having won a national championship in the style that he won it in, being the best. Where, look, I'm a Canes fan.
The Stokies. That's all. That's how I picture.
I grew up a Canes fan before we had FIU. Before I was ever a student there, I was a big Canes fan. The 2001 Canes team is considered one of the greatest of all time. But that 2019 Joe Burrow led LSU team is pretty damn freaking good, man. And they beat some tough teams. So to win one there, have already gone to a Super Bowl, potentially win it this year, I think that puts them up there as one of the greatest we've ever seen. And the best part is it's just getting started.
Not yet, but he might.
I said one of, and then the best part is he's just getting started. So we'll enjoy it there. All right, let's do some picks here for this weekend's game. All right, let's start with. Oh wait, I got a text message. Who wrote here?
Achilles.
What do you say? You gave it the picks?
Jags, Eagles, Bengals, 49ers.
All right. Okay. Perfect.
Listo. Jags. Right. Wow.
He's riding with the Jags.
Wow.
I like it.
All right.
I don't think they could pull that upset.
So let's do this here. We've got Jake, Kevin. We'll do Achilles. Sorry, guys. I have to write all this stuff down. I'm old school.
They're cementing us in NFLstradamus' notebook.
Yeah, bro. Jake. This little notepad. This is where all
the magic happens. That's where
all the magic happens. And I'm missing Gus. That's what it was. All right. First game. Let's go. Jaguars, Chiefs here. All right. Chiefs, 8.5-point favorite. Had the first round bye. I know Jake was talking about that he doesn't like that first round bye.
He's jinxing him.
He's jinxing him. He's throwing that bad, spooky monkey on him. So who wants to go first here?
I got the Chiefs. I'm riding with my homie.
All right. Riding with your homie.
Taking the Florida boys. Taking the Jags.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow. Achilles
That's my upset pick.
Achilles has a product.
I have learned the hard way to never bet against Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to take the Chiefs, but I say they do not cover.
Okay.
I say it comes down to like a 4 or 3. It's going to be a 4-point or 3-point game.
Yeah, you're saying it's close. All right.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but I the Chiefs will, they'll squeak by.
Okay. Achilles has the Jags, so let me put him in for Jacksonville. Gus has KC. And all right, so man, it's pretty split right now. It's 3 KC and 2 Jacksonville.
NFLstradamus.
Oh man.
NFLstradamus.
I'd like to pick the Jaguars. I'm big on Trevor Lawrence, but I'm going off my QB rankings, and I got certain somebody above Trevor Lawrence, so I'm gonna stick with KC here, bro. I think KC is gonna do some stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm foreseeing an AFC championship game that I really want to see here. So I'm going to go with KC as well. All right. Next up, NFC East battle. Giants at Eagles. Eagles had the first round bye. 14-3 this season. They are 7.5-point favorites. Saturday night prime time on TV, on Fox. I mean, big game here. Who wants to make their pick first?
Didn't the Eagles whoop the Giants the last time they played? What was their head-to-head in both games?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know. I think Eagles won both. I think Eagles have won both games.
So it's tough to beat a team 3 times
Very
in the same season.
You know who did do it 3 times in a season that stands out? Whenever somebody says that, I'm reminded of.
So just do it.
I don't know. They might have been, but the one that always stands out to me was the Tennessee Titans when they lost to the Rams in the Super Bowl. This is way back before both of you guys. All right. We're talking the greatest show on turf. The Rams.
I was born a day before that game.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, you might not remember from that season. The Titans went on to play the Rams in the Super Bowl. The Titans that year, the best team in the AFC was the Jacksonville Jaguars that season. They lost. They went 14-2 in the regular season. Their only 2 losses were the 2 divisional games to to Tennessee. And then in the playoffs, they lost to Tennessee for a 3rd time. 3 losses on the season, all to Tennessee.
I remember that.
And the Titans go on and play in the Super Bowl. So that's what stands out in my memory there. All right. Who? Here we go. I don't know. I believe Eagles have won both games. Can they pull it off? The magic three-peat there.
I'll take the Eagles.
Kevin's got Eagles. All right.
The thing. By the way, shout out to the NFC East, because like a year ago they were the bottom of the barrel in the NFL, and now they got three damn teams in the divisional. That's crazy.
That's a solid turnaround.
The thing about Philadelphia is that obviously I have my questions about Jalen Hurts, but aside from that, they have literally no weakness at all. I think they have the best offensive line in football. Their receiving core is great. Their running core is great. They have a phenomenal defense, right? Like Jalen Hurts could have the worst game of his career, and the run game will burst open and win the game for him, or his defense can even get points on the board. It's just tough not to take Philadelphia here. And
fly, Eagles, fly.
I mean, they're at home. I'll go with the Eagles.
All right.
What was the line for that game again? 7.5
Eagles.
I can see them winning by like 10, so I'll say they cover.
I think it'll be pretty and Achilles also picked the Eagles. Chavi, who you got?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Ooh, all right.
And I had some thoughts about the G-Man, but I don't know.
I think they'll make it interesting. I just think Eagles will run away with it towards the end.
Yeah.
Bro,
and shout out to the Giants. I mean, what a season they've had.
I've been calling the Eagles suspect. I've been calling them, the Philadelphia Chargers a few times, and I've been riding. I've been giving the Giants a lot of praise on the shows. I even had them in my top 5 one week. I think the Giants, man. I think they're hot, bro.
They're inspired, right,
bro? Remember, they're the only team. I know it's not the same staff. It's not the same players. It's not Eli over there. But they're the team that went to the Super Bowl twice and beat the New England Patriots. And both times they were not expected to make it, and they definitely weren't expected there. There's something in the water over there at MetLife. I feel like the Giants. I'm picking the Giants, man. I think the Giants to upset this weekend. That's
a
my
good pick. That's
an amazing pick.
I was torn. I was torn, but listening to Jake and all his stats, I was like, man, I go with the home team most of the times like that. So
yeah, and again, beating your rival 3 times is gonna be tough. I think the Giants. I think they're very well coached. Everybody's healthy. Their players
they got the right Brian.
They got the right Brian. And at the same time, I just think they're gonna benefit from the fact that all the pressure is gonna be on Philly. Philly has their history that they have to deal with. Jalen Hurts, first playoff game, all this stuff. Danny Dimes is like, yo, I already did this last week. What's up? I'm ready. Can it carry over for 2 weeks? I don't know. All right. Who? Next game up. Here we go. Going to Sunday games here. This is my most interesting game of the weekend. This is the one where I think will tell a lot. I think the Bengals they're 12-4 at 13-3. Buffalo is going to be the most telling game. Like I said, I got the Bengals to win the Super Bowl, so obviously I'm picking the Bengals this game. But I think this is where it's really going to tell. This is where people are going to go, damn, okay, Bengals are legit. They're going to win this game, or if they lose, then this is the game where everybody was criticizing Buffalo for, playing down to the Dolphins. Like, oh shit, they came back and they had their moment. Now they beat a really good Bengals team. So I'm obviously rooting for the Bengals here. They're 5.5-point underdog going to Buffalo, 3 p.m. on CBS. So who wants to make their pick? I already got Cincy on this one.
I got Cincy as well.
Yep, give me Cincy. I even bet the under on them as underdogs this week.
Nice. Wow. Okay, all right. So I got some people on the Cincy bandwagon. Welcome aboard, guys. Nice to have you.
This is the rematch that we should have gotten, but obviously it wasn't a rematch because of.
I'm gonna have to go.
You saw in that game, like it was only like 2 drives, but damn, the Bengals offense were just running right through Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that Buffalo will make the right adjustments, and they will come out a lot stronger than how they were against Miami. But I think that Cincinnati is going to do the same. They are going to adjust over their win against Baltimore, and they're gonna play out of their damn minds. The only thing I can really say about this game is that I would definitely go with the over. Whatever the over under is, go with the over. I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored.
I'm going Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo. And Milano takes a cheap shot on Joey Burrows, knocks him out of the game.
Wow. Dude,
oh my
really,
God.
bro? Damn, you still mad about that Skylar Thompson comment, huh? You're the one who picked him. Don't get mad at me for hating on it, bro.
You got me thinking about the Philadelphia game, because in my heart I was going G-Man, and then I heard Jake sold me with his smooth MC voice, told me about Philly. But you know what? I just can I make a switch? Is it too late?
All right. I'll let you, because we haven't finalized it here, but
it's not over. Okay, because I know just a nudge, a notion, a hunch. You know, I was feeling the G-Man, but the logic says, but I'm gonna go with the notion.
So wait, you're going what?
New York.
All right.
The G-Man in that one, and then
last week it was you and I. Last week we were the only ones who picked the Giants. So you're going back with it this week. It's just you and I again here. We're the only ones on the Giants train.
I got Buffalo.
Giants making an NFC Championship appearance.
Yeah, bro. How about that?
I wonder what was the futures bet for New York to win the Super Bowl, and how that's turning out to be.
Whoever bet that is going to be rich.
Somebody
if they win.
Can you do you have that anywhere? NFLstradamus.
Yeah, you're asking too much.
The futures bet for New York to win the Super Bowl.
Our research department will be working on it.
Yeah. Our research department, Dennis, hasn't been researching for a while, so I gotta hit him up, man, because he hasn't been coming through for us on the research end. Giving him a hard time. Nah, man. All right. So to recap here, all of us got Cincy except for Chavi's going Buffalo, and Gus went Buffalo. All right. Solid. All right. Final game of the weekend here. Cowboys, 12-5, travel to North California, NorCal, San Francisco, Santa Clara, wherever it is that they play. 13-4 Niners, hottest team in the NFL. I think they're like on 10-game win streak here.
Yeah.
Is the Purdy Lounge going to be closed for good this weekend? They're a 4-point favorite over the Cowboys. This is a big game, bro. This is a huge game here. There's a lot of old school history here. I think the Bills-Bengals is the best game. This would probably be my second best. There's a lot of old school history here for Chavi and I. We remember quite a few Niners-Cowboys NFC Championship games.
Urban, Smith, Jerry Rice.
Yes,
Montana,
man. Some good old Steve Young. Some great games back in the day. The Cowboys winning this on Monday was their first road playoff victory since 1992, I believe, when they beat the Niners. And at the end of that game, you get the famous "How about them Cowboys?" from Jimmy Johnson. So that was the last time they won a road playoff game.
That's cute and all, but
whoa,
yeah. Fighting words.
I gotta go with San Francisco, and let me tell you why. The MVP of that game will not be Brock Purdy. It will not be Christian McCaffrey. It will not be Deebo Samuel. The MVP of that game is going to be Nick Bosa and the Niners defense.
All right.
Just shutting down Dak Prescott and the overrated Cowboys offense.
Whoa.
And it hurts me to say because I obviously, Kevin, we're all FIU people. We love T.Y. Hilton on the Cowboys. I do like T.Y. Hilton on the Cowboys, but
that's right.
I don't know. I'm not feeling
Shout
it.
Shout out
with
T.Y.
Dallas. I'm not feeling it with Dallas. I am feeling it with San Francisco. Even with Mr. Irrelevant at quarterback, they could just hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey all day, and they'll still find a way to put up 30 points.
What about Micah Parsons? That dude
I love Parsons.
Pretty damn good, man.
But I think.
I mean, what you said about Bosa feasting on Dak. I mean, I could say Parsons feasting on a Purdy here. You know what I'm saying?
Remember what I said about Philadelphia? They have a complete team, right? Well, yeah. So does San Francisco, right? Their offensive line, phenomenal. Their running game, unbelievable. Their receiving core, great. Tight end is great. I just think weapons-wise, bro. Yeah, weapons-wise, San Francisco has the edge. Defensively, I think San Francisco has the edge. And when it comes to the coach, I think San Francisco also has the edge. So give me the Niners.
I'm not a McCarthy fan. All right, so you got Niners. Gus and Achilles also got the Niners. Chavi, I'm going to assume you got Niners because you got the Niners in the Super Bowl.
I got to roll with them. Frisco to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I'm going to put you in for SF. I have the Niners in the Super Bowl as well. So, Kevin?
Niners.
All right, sweep here it is. Again, will we see the upset?
I can't wait until Dallas wins and they post the screenshot of us on their social media. Look at these guys are.
Hey, all right, everybody make a stupid face just in case Dallas wins. I'm gonna make that meme and I'll take a screenshot here. Mark it there. All right, 124. I'll make the marker there. So last week we all quickly picked Tampa over Dallas. And then this week we've all universally picked San Francisco without much, defense of Dallas here. We'll see what happens.
It'll be a close.
It's gonna be an upset. Dallas is gonna win. Dak is gonna play amazing again.
And then he moves up in my power rankings again.
That commercial that he did with those ladies toughened them up a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
The Housewives one.
The Housewife. He got sacked. He got hit. He threw his helmet.
I just want to talk.
That toughened him up.
I like it. All right, picks are in, bro. It's official.
All right, they're going back.
It's interesting.
I know I hit on all of them, so I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it at all. All right, solid. Let me see here. Gus picked Philly to win, and he has them in the Super Bowl, and he picked Buffalo. Okay, so that's still active. Achilles had Philadelphia and Cincinnati. Achilles picked Philadelphia and Cincinnati. All right, yeah, everybody's Super Bowl picks are still on track. This is the make or break week. Someone's gonna be upset out of the four of us, out of all six of us.
And for the record, and this is no lie. My Super Bowl picks at the beginning of the playoffs, I didn't make a pick at the beginning of the season. But when the playoffs began, my pick was Cincinnati and San Francisco. So I'm still on board. What was your picks, Kevin? Who did you see go to the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl? I think I had Buffalo winning it all. But I changed my opinion very quickly after that Dolphins game.
But wait, Jake, you had Cincy and San Francisco, but did you make a pick? Who's winning it?
I'm going to give it to Cincinnati.
All right. Fine. Hey, there we go. Another Burrow bandwagon over here. All right.
It's Philly. Not like I looked at the NFLstradamus' homework and copied it a little bit.
All right, bro.
Put down Philly and Cincinnati, with Cincinnati winning it all.
That is a Super Bowl rematch.
All of you guys,
bro.
All of you guys are drinking that Cincy juice.
Dude, Joe Burrow.
I infiltrated their minds, bro.
Kool-Aid.
Imagine if Joe.
I just gave the candy to the young kids. I was like, "Hey guys, I got some candy. You guys want some candy?"
Milano's gonna give him some candy in that game.
Imagine if Joe Burrow was a Dolphin, man. That's all I'll say.
Bro, I was on record.
All right, gotta give
That's another reason why Brian was a wrong Brian.
All right, play the music. Play the music.
Yeah. What if Joe Burrow leads the Dolphins to a Super Bowl in the future?
I was on record. We did a live show during that draft. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, okay. Sorry, because my computer just kind of went weird. We did a live show during that draft, and I believe Eric Henry was doing it with us, and we were just going through the picks. We did like the whole first 15 picks, and I was clearly on record that I said Dolphins need to trade the entire draft and whatever else they have the following season to move up from 5 and get Burrow at 1.
You had to move up to get Joe Burrow that draft. I mean,
and I don't know if they would have taken it.
They tried.
I don't know if the Bengals would have taken it.
They didn't take it. They tried. They offered the 3 first rounds, and
I was on record. No, I said do a Ricky Williams trade. Trade the entire draft. Every pick you have in that draft, move up to get Burrow. And if you have to throw in Xavier Howard, I said throw him in there too and get him. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, the issue would have been no Jalen Waddle. So
hey.
I love Waddle, though he did have some stupid drops in that Buffalo game, right?
I think he's hurt too.
Beginning of the game,
I think he's hurt too.
It made my blood boil. The way
I think he did get hurt towards the end of the Jets game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. He was definitely a very off first half there. But
by the way, I'd love to know everyone's opinion on this. The Dolphins came out with their awards right, and the MVP was Tyreek. Is everyone on board with that? Is that deserved?
Guy had a phenomenal season, and he stayed healthy for the whole season.
If he would have reached if Tyreek Hill would have hit the 2,000 yard marker, man, that guy should have been offensive player of the year.
Yeah, I mean, he had single-handedly one of the best seasons we've ever had as a Dolphin, and
he still will be in consideration for it. He'll be.
He exceeded my expectations at the end.
Me too.
He dropped up a little bit, but I didn't think he was so good, with his hands, and he made some nice catches.
No, the guy caught everything.
He lost a little bit, but
what I loved was
all Tua had to do was just lob it up in the air.
Yeah, but it's not that easy.
He made some tough catches.
That too. Yeah.
And look, one big thing that really impressed me about Tyreek this season was he was like the best hype man you can get, bro. That guy, every opportunity,
great attitude.
Hype. He brought you results, and after the game, he was live streaming Fortnite, dude. That man was crazy.
The guy was legit. He was good guy this season, considering his past and stuff like that.
Now, what does everyone think about Chubb? That's the biggest question mark.
The Dolphins have everybody injured. That guy's been playing injured. Those guys don't say it, but he's been playing injured.
Yeah, he was also injured. Yeah,
and he did force that one fumble this week.
That was huge. Yeah, it was a touchdown. Yeah.
No. They recovered it.
That was after.
Yeah, but he's gonna be all right, man. I'm cool with Bradley Chubb there. I think we'll be all right.
Zach Sealer's my MVP.
Honestly, Teron Armstead.
That guy's one of the best defensive linemen in the league and gets no love.
You're right.
No joke. Teron Armstead would be my dark horse MVP. You can just tell how better Miami's is when Armstead is playing.
Another guy that's injured all season too.
We had a practice squad guy starting on the O-line, this week against Buffalo. But
was it Cotton? I remember he had a weird last name. It was Cotton or something.
Cotton or something.
He also had a penalty.
But anyway, all right, guys. I want to wrap it up. We've gone a little long. Chavi, by the way, this is the Beckham jersey.
You're wearing it. But it looks great.
Oh no, it's still good. I take care. I mean, the back's
Miami
a little
legend, David Beckham.
Yeah, bro. The back's
shout out to David Beckham and Inter Miami.
You didn't get that one at Ross, right? You didn't get that one.
No, this is the one that I told you that I bought the first, when I called Sports Authority and I was like, "Hey, did you guys get them in? Or I'll be there Tuesday. All right, I'll be there." And I was there when the store opened, and I was like, "Yep, XL, thank you very much." So yeah, this is the old school, bro. Look at that with the old MLS badge on it and everything.
Oh, that's
so. I have one less Dolphins conspiracy theory.
Okay, hold on. It better be good. I'm putting you on the big screen here. Give it to me. Let me make hopefully it's good for YouTube.
Use your conspiracy voice.
So, this was the 50th anniversary of the 1972 perfect season for the Miami Dolphins. Yet the Dolphins only used their throwback uniform one time this season against Pittsburgh. This leads me to believe my ultimate conspiracy that next season Miami is switching to their throwback uniforms full time.
I would love that. I would love that.
That is my conspiracy.
Jake, we're gonna have to use that hat on pause a little more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can dig it. I like to see it.
It's been my official tinfoil Dolphins hat.
There you go.
Amazing.
I saw someone did a rendering of the new uniform. Right, everything the same as it is, same shade of teal and everything, just changing the logo to the old school one.
Yeah,
and I was like,
be pretty cool.
Or was it the old school uniform with the new logo? No, it's the new uniform with the old school logo. I'm like, that'll satisfy everybody.
The thing I hate the most about this uniform in particular, I don't even mind the logo. It's just the shoulders. It's so boring just having the logo.
Yeah, we need some stripes.
If it was the stripe like the old ones, it'd be a phenomenal jersey.
Yeah.
I
like that. I like that Shula badge too. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, big thank you to Kevin, to Jake. Pause up. Big thank you to Kevin on the chat as well. Let's look at that glorious picture again, bro.
Look at that.
Kevin, can you tell me you still have that uniform?
I do have that.
Where
uniform. Is it? It's not mine. It's the school's, but
You need to wear it.
This needs to be your Twitter, bro. Like picture, bro. Like I don't know.
It was
why
for a while. It was.
And that face, like.
Clean, bro. No, he's got the smile. He's happy to be there. Like he's just I want that guy on my team, bro. And I'm glad that you're on our team here with Pause Up and Lemon City, man. But big thank you to everybody. Big thank you to the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube and them for being our streaming partner. If you're listening, if you made it this far into the podcast and you're still listening later on, hey, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We love you. Please just give us a like, give us a little retweet. Every single little thing that you can do for us will be a great benefit. and it only takes a quick little second to do. Big thank you to everybody, and we'll be back next week. We'll go over these picks. We'll see who was right, who was wrong, which one of us is going to be upset. I have a great feeling it's not going to be me, but who knows? That could be my famous last words on the show. Other than that, thank you very much for hanging out with us, guys. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Adios, muchachos.